We need some guidance. We're at Farlows Lake 2.
Oh, no, mate, I'm not the guy.
What do you mean you're not the guy?
I'm not the guy, brother.
You're the one that told me to come here. You're the one that told me ages ago.
Mate, it's full of fucking weapons. There's some nice carpet there, but I don't know a great deal about it. What I can do to help you out, it's the best knowledge you're going to get, mate, is I'll get Dan the Nessie to ring you.
We came to fish the main lake, but when I got to the bailiff's hut and looked across the lake, I could just see loads of vans down the far bank. And he said there was no one on Lake 2, so I just thought I'd rather have the lake and be able to get where we want to get, rather than, yeah, I don't even know where to start. The bailiff told us to go and swim 13, which is sort of opposite the tackle shop, to the corner, round to the left. Right then, welcome to another instalment of the Carp Fix session film, and this time around you are joining me at Farlows Lake 2. Now, originally I'd sort of planned to fish on Lake 1, you know, 'cause I've got a little bit of experience having fished there before, but there's quite a few vans parked on the far bank when we arrived, and there was no one on Lake 2, and I've not fished Lake 2. There's 500 carp in here to mid 40, and I like a bit of space. Now, I had a bit of a chat to the bailiff back up at the tackle shop, and he recommended swim 13. There's a nice fallen tree down to the left, and it did look all right, but there was no signs of any fish. And I went back to chat to him again at the tackle shop, and he said if they're there, you should see them, you know, bubbling about and whatnot. So we've come round to swim 21, and I've seen quite a lot of bubbling. Like, it's hard to know if it's definitely feeding fish, but I sort of, this time of year, I picture big groups of fish, maybe 100 or more fish. It only takes a couple of them just to disturb the bottom to let up a few bubbles, and consistently towards peg 1, there's a little patch of reeds out there. There's just bubble after bubble after bubble coming up. So yeah, whole lake to ourselves. 500 carp to go at. I'm excited to get started. Oh yeah. They're in trouble. Right, well, just been a bit of a busy fall. I pushed my gear all the way around to swim 21, and just as I put the barrow down, I noticed on the sign it says maximum of 8 wraps, and I thought that bubbling is definitely further than that. So I've come round to the swim, well, I don't know what number this is, but it's swim 1, I think it is, right by the tackle shop, and the bubbling's much closer. Yeah, I would say it's half the distance as it was from the other swim. So there's a lesson for you. You know, if it looks like it's in the middle, it's probably past the middle. That's sort of how I see things. And yeah, I'm excited. There's definitely fish here. So let's get the gear ready. Now, initial tactics for our session here at Farlows Lake 2. It's going to be maggots on combi multi-rigs, sort of tipping off little sort of salty squid wafters. They're pink wafters tipped with red maggots, and a single handful of maggots in the bait boat, and just trying to get out as stealthy as possible. You know, I don't think there's much weed about. They treat the lake with blue dye, so I'm anticipating that the lake bed is fairly barren. The bait boat's echo sounder should confirm that for me. And yeah, when we're just starting, the last thing I want to do is lead around, spook them off, and ruin it before I've started, and going in with tried and tested tactics as stealthily as I can. Right, I'm going to go there, I think. Oh mate, there's loads of fish there! Right, I'm just putting the second rod out. I'm just going to put it just to the right of where I've seen that bubbling. The actual bottom where I dropped the first one didn't look particularly great, if I'm honest. It looked a bit soft and a bit meh, but I'm guessing as you get tighter to this right hand margin, should be sort of picking up the bottom of the shelf potentially. So yeah, just send it out. Hang on. Oi, 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 oi. Let's have a little look. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right, well, a few liners. That one, the most recent one, it's one of many. You know, all of the rods have had little pulls. You know, just like, I wouldn't say like excessive. You know, just not like a water takes, just slow little rises on the heads and falling back to their original position. You know, it's really hard to know for sure, but I do feel that there's carp in the swim. I really feel that I've seen sort of stuff on the echo sounder that it's quite hard to be certain, but I've seen what looks like it could be fish really close to the lake bed. And combine that with the liners, you know, I don't really know what else to do. I've moved rods a little bit, but at this point, I just think I need to sit on my hands. The bubbling this morning was pretty intense, and I would say that was the feeding spell. And often in the winter, the feeding spells can be sort of really concise. So if the fish are here, probably the best thing that I can do is just not scare them off and wait for that bite time to come round. Obviously, we've got the night to go, so maybe they'll be feeding in the night. I don't know, but it's really hard. Obviously, fishing a lake that you don't really know anything about in the grand scheme of things. Haven't got any sort of info from people catching from certain spots in recent times or anything like that. So you're just chucking and chancing really. But the most important thing is that I think the fish are here, and yeah, we'll give it the night and we'll see what happens. Right, about 15 minutes ago, just as the light started to go, I just caught something out the corner of my eye. Just sort of, didn't see its head. I just saw sort of a tail go down, and there's been a couple of cormorants sort of buzzing about all day, but didn't see it pop back up. And then I looked down and see the GoPro was pointing directly at where what had happened was in front of, and Scott played it back on the old laptop, and it was definitely a fish. So just moved what was the right rod. I'm going to put it on the left-hand buzzer. It's probably 20 yards out, 20-ish yards out, but yeah, good sign. Good signs we go in the dark. Right, well, as you can hear and see, it's absolutely hammering down, and through the night nothing has happened of note. A few more liners, and despite seeing one show and that sort of excitement, yeah, nothing has materialised, and that's the rain. And it is forecast to rain for the rest of the day, which obviously makes looking about for potential opportunities more difficult. So yeah, we're in a bit of a bind at the moment. One positive is there was definitely lots of fizzing yesterday morning, and winter bite times can be quite sort of focused and quite sort of, yeah, always coming at the same time each day for short periods. So yeah, we'll see that out. But yeah, failing that, if nothing materialises, we might have to move, which could mean a very, very soggy pack up. Oh, Scotty! 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 Well, literally just done that bit of chat, saying that we were hoping that it was bite time specific, and exactly the time, pretty much this time we arrived yesterday, the gates only just opened, and that we were seeing the bubbling. The middle rod, exactly where all that bubbling was, has produced a take. Now it feels like a really small carp, I've got to be honest, it feels tiny, but at this time of year it'd take any bite, and it could hopefully be the start of a couple. If we get the rod back out quick enough, there might be a few out there. I need to get this rod on the other side of them. Oh, it's a tench, Scott.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Savage. Oh, no. That's embarrassing, isn't it? Talking like he's got a carp.